This is new. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new feature here. I've never seen these tips on the loading screen, on the pause thing before, but welcome back to RanDOTA. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. This is a brand new game, just started 35 seconds ago.
Oh, did you want to do that?
So we have, on the dire side, KMB playing the Marana, Freedom playing the Dark Willow. In the bottom lane, they're up against Slash on the Spectre, and Call God playing on the Bane. I like that name. Mid lane for the Dire, we got Magical on the Alchemist. Save Minus playing the Invoker for the Radiant. And in top lane we've got Hyphen playing the Crystal Maiden alongside Black for Iraq playing on the Bloodseeker. They're up against Godlike on the Sand King and Magical. What the? Why do we have two people called the same name? That's strange. But Magical is also playing an Io. What the hell? I don't get this. This is weird. I guess they just both like the name. Anyway, we have First Blood here, drawn by the Io, killing the Bloodseeker. That being said, though, on the bottom lane, they also lost Call God. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 on opposite ends of the map. This is going to be a weird one, I think, because it's going to be Magical versus Magical at the end of the day sometimes. Double damage for the Alchemist. Bramble May's out, but Freedom can just, shower Realm to avoid any attacks coming at her. How long does Bramble Maze last? 15 seconds, okay. Actually, some decent damage. Meanwhile, Hyphen dying up here, or the Crystal Maiden dies. This Io's already getting some blood work done. It almost looks like. Okay, no, it's just. Okay, it was just the angle that the model was standing at. Bane and Freedom. So we lose 1-for-1 on the bottom lane. Unfortunately for the Dire, that kill did go to the Spectre. And Spectre gaining levels is a bad thing for you, if you're against it. Bloodseeker's gonna go down here, come up just as the Io gets his third kill. A killing streak on an Io less than 5 minutes in. I don't know what's happening anymore in this game. If I ever did. Also turns out that our Bloodseeker is a Virtus Pro fan. Can't blame him. They're a pretty strong team. Also, I gotta say, this combo up here, the Sand King Io combo, is not super great. Because Io wants to stay close to you, but Sand King... But like I was saying, Sand King has an initiation. Granted, Burrow Strike at level 1, not super long range. So... a couple of fake alchemists running around here. Meanwhile, the Dark Willow dying to the Bane on the bottom lane. This is getting to be a weird, blood-soaked game. 4 kills for an Io. What the honest hell? This top lane's lost. I mean, they've got 2 deaths on each of them. One of them is a core Bloodseeker. And all the kills have gone to an Io, who does already have a Shadow Urn coming out. Dark Willow, Curse Crown gonna come out, and there goes the 4 kill streak as Freedom blows up Magical with the Shadow Realm attack. Oh, and smart play here, gonna cut off the Sand King, denying the bounty rune, but the Curse Crown's gonna come in on the Sand King. he might have been able to burrow strike that, but doesn't matter. Magical comes in, gets another kill. So Io's up to 5 kills, and Crystal Maiden's in trouble here. Out comes the Blood Right. The Sand King manages to burrow strike away, and double kill for Magical, getting the Crystal Maiden this time. Thirst is active, but he's gonna have to use it to run away at this point. Does take a couple of hits. Actually, he takes all 5 shots from the spirits. I'm not sure if the other lanes are being quiet, or if they're as confused as I am about what the honest hell is going on here. Because, I mean, like I said, an Io having 6 kills is... That's strange even at the pro levels in late-term games. This is less than 10 minutes in. Io has gotten a kill a minute. Well, Bane dies again on the bottom lane to the Dark Willow, who is... Actually, let's see, who's... Yeah, the Dark Willow is second place for kills, and has 1/3 of what the Io has. The Io player, this Magical really is living up to the name, because yes, Io is only level 5 or about to be, but when an Io has more kills than your entire team, something has gone wrong in your game plan. Io is not normally a killer, and they're pushing pretty hard. They're going to take down this tier 1 at this rate. The new wave has come in, but Io getting an overcharge. Friend of mine on. If you heard that ping, that was a friend of mine on Discord. The Bane dying on the bottom lane again, this time to the Mirana.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're already on to the tier 2. Io and Sand King are... This is the only time I've ever seen carry Io. Like I said, he's already got his Urn of Shadows out. This is... Killing spree for the Mirana. That makes a bit more sense, especially going on to the Spectre. Bane might be the next one. Nightmare was used on KMB, but KMB's out. Did not have Sacred Arrow off cooldown, but I'm still not 100% certain what we've been seeing here today. Huh. Heard. Follow the Dark Willow for a moment. Io, oddly enough, still not level 6. Bramblemaze does catch Sand King twice. Bloodseeker is thirsting. Or he was. Vanguard up on Sand King now. So the way this looks to me is that they want the Sand King to be their big initiation alongside the Spectre, but they don't I think their Sand King's actually running around to 3. In position 3, whereas you got the Spectre on position 1, or Invoker on 1, Spectre on 1.5.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Shadows take us.
Alright then. Curse Crown and Bramblemaze help along with the Moonlight Shadow to just blow up the Bane. That also... They do not have... Oh wait, no, that wasn't the Bane, I'm sorry, that was the Spectre. But no, they do have Bedlam and Terrorize, so... Freedom does take a huge amount of damage, though, from the Invoker just suddenly appearing. This is the first time the Invoker's been involved. 2 for 1, still not a great trade, especially since that one, the Io is is one of those who fell. He's on the top side of the map again, but who killed him? Bloodseeker got that one. He might actually have had to use Rupture to do it, too.
No blood for you.
That was weird. Huh. I'm legitimately not sure where this game is going, but we did have a relocate gank attempt. Oh, not a great choice to rupture the IO.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And IO gets caught in the bramble maze, but not really gonna worry too much there. They managed to throw back the enemy. So they managed to gank the Bloodseeker with that. That was a good use of the ultimate. Whoop. Cursed Crown is on the IO, but the Dark Willow is not going to survive it. He actually caught the Invoker as well, but the Radiant walk away with the win on that one easily enough.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
The Marana falls. Again, this IO is just getting kill after kill. He's up to 7. It's a little bit better, or slowing down a little bit more, but oh, they do catch him. They also catch and kill the Crystal Maiden this time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Middle tier 1 is gone for the Dire. Radiant have not lost a tower yet, so they've got a lot of great global presence in this. Oh, Moonlight Shadow's out. Dark Willow pops the Shadow Realm and the Bedlam. Can she find the Bane to kill him? Oh, no, just gonna turn blast the IO into oblivion. Dark Willow does pay for it with her life, but oh, just barely missing on that, on the Burrow Strike. The Bloodseeker's here as well. Alchemist trying to come in, but oh, tons of damage just out of nowhere. Brain Sap to finish off the Bloodseeker. Alchemist is in trouble. He's got, I think he got Cold Snap there. There's a Freezing Field as well, but that's not going to get anybody. In fact, that might result in the Crystal Maiden falling. They know where the Crystal Maiden is now, or they did. All of the IO spirits going into the Dark Willow, who's lost a ton of HP. There goes the Sonic Boom. And that's a kill for kill on the Dark Willow. She didn't buy back, did she? No, she did not.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's just a net worth. Of course, the Alchemist's ahead. Spectre getting caught out here and gonna die. That double damage on the Marana doing good work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
For the twins.
This'll come in handy. The prize is mine.
Yeah, I don't blame Sand King for getting some extra health. They know, okay, they know where the IO is, And they're collapsing on it. Good placement of the ward would warn them if they're about to come under attack. Io does not have his ultimate, so... Meanwhile, the Mirana falling to the Invoker on the bottom. Or, no, that's in the mid lane, I'm sorry. I think they used a smoke, but they caught the Crystal Maiden. Terrorized lands. It's gonna save the Crystal Maiden for a second, but not long enough, really. Or actually, just long enough, sorry. Fiend's Grip out onto the Bloodseeker, who does fall to the Spectre as the Haunt comes in. Are we gonna get a... We actually did get a reality. She is on to the Alchemist. Dark Willow falls as well. The Alchemist is currently the only one that was involved in this fight who is still alive. Moonlight Shadow's out, but Unstable Concoction going, not gonna matter. The only ones to survive that, I think... Yeah, just the Crystal Maiden, really.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Their tier...
Dire's top
The Radiant Tier 1 on bottom is getting attacked by the Mirana, who's currently just blown up by the Io relocation.
Dire's top tower is falling.
The Tier 2 on top is gone as well for the Dire, so they've got a Tier 2 in the mid lane, and they're up to a Tier 1 in the bottom still, so... Rupture on the Io. Bedlam comes out, but Io's not going to survive this one. Freezing Field gets instantly cancelled by the Burrow Strike, and the Epicenter channel right on top of the Crystal Maiden for the kill. Bloodright missed, but the Cursed Crown will not. Into the Sunstrike, which blows up the fairy.
With me. God, I hate that little runt.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Mirana does deny their Tier 1 on the bottom lane, so... Alchemist is asleep. During Chemical Rage, which is a surprising trick.
Haste.
Quick little wave clear for the Sand King. Almost sniping the courier.
Did I hear a squeak? No blood for you.
Oh, the Moonlight Shadow might save the Crystal Maiden here. Terrorize will stop everybody but the Sand King, who's under the Cursed Crown. And channeling the Epicenter actually gets it off and gets off the Sandstorm as well. So just does a ton of damage standing in the middle of the team there. Not going to save him ultimately, but they did manage. The Sand King did manage to push back everybody else. Spectre died as well. Double killed now for the Io as he takes down the Bloodseeker and the Crystal Maiden. It's 2 for 2 so far, but the Cursed Crown is going to almost cost Io his life. He jumped not very far away, really. The Unstable Concoction is going to go off on the Alchemist, but the Bane died.
Dire's bottom tower is
Ah.
under attack.
That was a 5 streak. So the only ones to survive are the Invoker and the Io, who managed to do it through a good use of running away and the relocation.
We'll take that.
Io does get found, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They also find the Invoker with the Unstable Concoction. There goes the Tornado. not gonna fight the Invoker under the tower until the wave gets there. Although he's still not fighting the Invoker, he's gonna fight the tower instead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Well played, Magical. 26 to 16 at 20 minutes. This has been a weird one. Especially since the... Well, actually, it's not so weird that the Dire have a gold lead, considering Alchemist has a net worth of 15,000. He's actually around 6,000 ahead of the next person down. This is a decently even game so far. Sacred Arrow just gets a kill there. Bloodright clears out the rest of the wave. Dark Willow getting a kill onto the Io this time. Solo kill, even. Bramble Maze, Bedlam, Shadow Realm, Cursed Crown, and even a use of the Yule Scepter. I guess Io can do quite a bit of damage in the early game, which kind of helps explain the kills, the 10 kills it has. But at the same time, over time, Io really drops off from damage. What is this Spectre going to do, I wonder?
Haste!
Oh, crap. I just noticed. Fiend's Grip onto the Alchemist, but out comes the Terrorize, which is going to stop the effect. It also pushes back the Spectre. Bramble Maze onto the tower, effectively. They turn onto the Sand King, who gets Cursed Crown and just blown up. Io is still there. Unstable Concoction going out. Bloodright is here. Oh, but the Nightmare. They even used Rupture on the Io. There's another Unstable Concoction going to land on the Bane. Bloodright comes out as well. There's the Acid Spray, and there goes the Bane. So the Invoker, who's on the top lane right now, and the Spectre, who is on the bottom lane, are the only ones alive on the Radiant side for the moment. The Dire are starting to come back in this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Tier 1 and mid has been denied. That's the first... Actually, no, it's the second tower the Radiant have lost.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into.
Octarine Core up on the Alchemist now. So his Chemical Rage has a 41-second cooldown, which means it's only going to be down for about 16 seconds every time if he wants to just pop it constantly. He's going for a Silver Edge. Magical... This is the magical fight here. Alchemist is just like, you know what, screw you, I don't need to fight you. And he really kinda doesn't. Terrorize did land. Io falls to the Bloodseeker. Was that a Rupture? Yeah, that was a Rupture kill. Thanks to the Terrorize. That's a good combo. Out comes the Epicenter. It's just going to mostly blow up the Crystal Maiden. The Cursed Crown on the Invoker is going to stop him. Invoker still got a kill there on the Crystal Maiden, but dies to the Alchemist. Sandstorm out from the Sand King. Bloodright comes out as well. It's going to knock him. They're just going to beat on him, and Bedlam is going to help secure that kill. This could be a long game considering the sheer amount, the comeback that the Dire have shown. They're up by 9k now. Most of that is the Alchemist. In fact, I think it's entirely the Alchemist. And they used to have about a 10 to 13 kill deficit. Now they're only down by 4.
Radiant's top tower is
The problem for the Radiant is that they didn't really stop the Alchemist from coming online.
Radiant's top tower is under
Ah,
attack.
okay, so that's what... Yeah. The Alchemist needs the ultimate orb he's buying for the Silver Edge. Sandstorm is out. Bramble Maze as well. Oh, the Epicenter channel gets cancelled! As does the Sand King in this point. Meanwhile, Spectre warps in to kill off the Crystal Maiden, gets that Terrorized lands, and is going to be the death of the Invoker and the IO, as Alchemist shows up to blow up his opponent. Or his opposite number. Bloodright gonna land on the Spectre. There's the Unstable Concoction as well. They're just gonna punch her down. Bloodseeker draws the blood.
Your last.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Dire starting to take their towers. Like I said, they had a good...
Tower has
The Radiant had a great chance at the early game, but now they're down by 15,000 gold. They're down by 10,000 experience. The Alchemist is just leading the charge and brutalizing their structures. Epicenter comes in, destroys the Marana. Almost gets the Bloodseeker. The dust comes out, does hit the Sand King, so he can't go invisible right now. Curse Crown is on him. Unstable Concoction just blows up the Bane. Bedlam comes out as well. There's another Unstable Concoction. Destroys the Sand King. Or destroys the IO, actually, I'm sorry. Who does buy back instantly. Curse Crown and Frozen Sand King, he's down. With the Alchemist leading the charge like this, I'm not sure what the Dire or what the Radiant can do here. They're going to be able to push them back, it looks like, but the Unstable Concoction is going to land. But I mean, come on, these illusions are doing so much damage to the Spectre, even. Are they going for Roshan? Yeah, they're going for Roshan. Alchemist is, at least. What's he? He's probably going to move the Town Portal Scroll. Marana hitting Roshan with the arrow, of course. They're checking to make sure that none of the Radiant are coming. Without the Sand King, there's not a whole lot they could have done here, but...
Work for both of us?
Get better.
And now we have the Immortal Alchemist, which is funny considering that I'm not sure he's died in the last 10 minutes. Okay, the Alchemist now has more gold, more net worth, than the next two people combined.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Curse Crown on the Spectre is gonna land. The Alchemist Illusions just turned, and there's just so much damage on this Dire squad now.
Is under attack.
Chemical Rage popped. You're gonna start chunking down the barracks. Bloodseeker's here as well. They do have actually basically the entire rest of their team on backup, but it's not. I was gonna say the Dire just there's not really an answer at this point for them. Boots of Travel up on the Alchemist, meaning good luck catching this guy.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
hand.
Oh wow. Dark Will is actually showing Shadow Realm to do quite a lot of damage if you play it right.
I'll take your tribute. No blood for you.
Invisibility.
An invisible alchemist. With Manta Style and all these items. This is, I mean, come on, these are illusions beating on the Sand King, and he didn't lose a huge amount of health, but then again, Sand King's kind of tanky.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Bloodseeker going on to the top shrine. There's the invisible alchemist. Not gonna wait until somebody else shows up, so just gonna pop it and break down the wave.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 going down on top lane. Are they gonna try and turn this into a second lane of Rax? I think so.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
The Radiant... Oh, the Sand King is actually doing something ballsy here with this push. Good split push on him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The tier 3 is under threat, but they've already taken it. The Radiant have already lost their tier 3 on top lane.
Radiant's
Alchemist wants this lane of Rax, and he's gonna get it.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Unstable Concoction, he didn't get the throw off, but they can get the courier. Meanwhile, Spectre is currently is now their target. Just goes away. Crystal Maiden's gone, as is the Sand King. But there's an instant buyback from the Sand King. Alchemist turns around. Is he gonna throne this? No, he wants the Sand King dead. Yeah, they might throne this. I think. Yep, they're thrown. This was a snowball lineup here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Flayed Ones drink your blood.
Gotta say, this was... The Radiant had a great start. Alchemist goes and pops the Aegis just for the fun of it, I think. And comes back to life just as the game ends. Well timed. Well, if you enjoyed that, folks, please sure to like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. If you want to keep up with me and never see any of my current series, then consider joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. If you have a match you'd like me to check out, then send me the match ID number. You find it down here at the bottom of the score screen. And you can send that to the email listed in the description of the video. But as for that, folks, I have been D. This was an interesting back and forth, and I loved it. Hope you guys did too. Until next time, good night, and good gaming.